I think poverty to a large extent is also a state of mind. You take somebody who has the right mindset, you can take everything from them and put them on the street, and I guarantee you in a little while they'll be right back up there. And you take somebody with the wrong mindset, you can give them everything in the world. They'll work their way back down to the bottom.
All right, well, Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson getting a heap of criticism over those remarks. So poverty is a state of mind. Fox Business Network star Charles Payne said nothing wrong. Charles has his own book on his own upbringing and knows of this subject quite well. So, Charles, what do you think of what he was saying?
I think he was being totally honest, Neil, and he didn't say poverty in of itself was a state of mind. He said a part of poverty as a state of mind, and I think that part that he's talking about, that he's alluding to, is the acceptance that you, the person in the mirror, can't change your own life, that somehow you are in a predicament that only government can help. Government can give you housing, food, and other things like that, but that's it. That's where the line is drawn. Your fortunes, your life depends on a check, a bi-monthly check coming, and occasional other programs out there. I think that's the mental state that he's talking about, because when you believe, first and foremost, that you can do a lot better, that's the first step in actually getting it, making a major change.
But anything that hints that you can't work your way out of this, or you can somehow take direction in your life and move from this, even when it came to the push for welfare to work under, Newt Gingrich and Bill Clinton, it's said to be a very callous solution. How do you counter that, and the way you grew up in Harlem as you did, to break free of that?
It's I see it more as tough love, and I think it's best probably exhibited in the animal kingdom when eagles built their nests in such a way that as they take away the comfort and only thorns are left, the birds eventually fly on their own. Listen, we're a society, a Christian Judeo society. We believe in helping each other. But ultimately, are you really helping someone when they're born on welfare and they die on welfare and they never have a chance to tap into innate God-given gifts? By the way, also the gift of being born in America, the greatest country in the world, where people retrofit refrigerators to get here, where they risk life and limb, where they send their kids on multi-mile, multi-country travels on the top of a train from Central America, hoping that maybe they can burrow their way into America. They understand it. They get it. They understand what we perhaps have somehow altered in this, and we've taken and we've created a monster out of programs.
But you know what the poverty is like. You experienced poverty.
Yeah.
You somehow were able to break from that, and I'm wondering how, or what message you think maybe Ben Carson was trying to send, because he had roughly the same kind of upbringing, but what was it?
I will say I had an advantage that I had two childhoods. So my first childhood, I lived on Army bases around the world, and I saw what the possibilities were. The second part, of course, living in pure poverty, 4 people in one single bedroom, penniless, not knowing where we're going to get our money from. But not one point in my entire life growing up in Harlem in the 1970s, when it was the most dangerous place in America, did I ever feel poor, or I ever felt that that was my permanent state. I always knew it was temporary.
That's very interesting. Charles Payne, thank you, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Neil.
Big inspiration to a lot of us here.